Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Walker Venrick with Sharp Sports Network bringing you my top 3 favorite GPP plays for this December 14th 7-game NBA slate. I am very excited to be bringing y'all this one. I have some really strong plays I think are going to definitely separate yourself from the field tonight and hopefully be able to help you guys take down some of those bigger large field tournaments. So we're going to jump right into this one, though. I did want to mention to you guys, I mentioned it in a couple videos ago, but ever since I got these shirts from the guys over here at SSN, since I partnered over here, I just can't recommend them enough. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I just wear them all the time now. They're just super high quality material, and I really enjoy them. And we have new designs coming soon, so make sure you check those out if you have not already. But we're going to jump right into this one. So starting over here on DraftKings, though, at the guard position, we have somebody in a very fast-paced game, and that is Ja Morant for this Memphis Grizzlies team. They're at home playing against the Wiz. It's going to be a really strong one. The Grizz are actually 6th in pace so far this season, and the Washington Wizards are 2nd. So this is going to be a very back and forth, up and down sort of game, and I love to play games like this to attack for your GPP lineups. You just have to plug in the right pieces. So this is going to be a really strong one, and the over-under is actually the highest on the slate. It's actually also risen a full 1.5 since open, which is very good since the sharp money's obviously on the over then. But I'm really loving this game. I think with Harden and Luka on this slate, a lot of people are going to end up with very stars and scrubs lineups where they're paying up for one or maybe even both of those guys and any other studs that they can find, and then kind of going with some of the value that we have opening up on this slate. So this should end up as a very contrarian player and an amazing spot against this Wizards team. I'm really liking this spot for Ja Morant. And with his 31% usage rating so far this season, I don't see how he doesn't just crush this price tag of 7.4K. It's really too good of a matchup to be able to call it contrarian, so I'm excited to play Ja Morant tonight. But next we're going to jump over to Fantasy Draft, and we're going to talk about the other side of that ball with Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal so far this season actually has a 33% usage rate, so a little bit higher than Ja Morant's, but he's been averaging a ridiculous 37 minutes a game. I think he's going to play more than 37 minutes tonight. I wouldn't be surprised to see 38 or 39. I love the idea of stacking him and Morant together for some positive correlation, and I think that they're going to both come to play tonight in this pace-up game. This is really strong, in my opinion, to kind of plug both of these guys in. It's going to really help you build a more balanced lineup as well, because you're not really going over the top paying for that James Harden player or paying for that Luka Doncic, which I think is going to be, again, a pretty contrarian thing to do. I think most people are going to end up with a very stars and scrubs lineup. But the Wiz actually opened up as 1-point favorites, and the line has moved 3 full points as the Wiz are now 2-point underdogs. I think Beal is going to be relied on heavily here, and if he's sinking his shots, he's probably going to break the slate tonight against this Grizzlies team. So I'm really excited to plug in Bradley Beal into a lot of my lineups tonight. I think this is just my favorite little back and forth duo with him and Ja Morant. But last but not least, jumping over here to FanDuel, we have Kyle Lowry for the Toronto Raptors facing off against a Brooklyn team who's actually 9th in the league in terms of pace of play. The Raptors, I believe, are 13th currently, so it's not any sort of crazy fast-paced game, but with both teams in that top 50%, I like to mention it because it will be a back-and-forth game, and it's not going to be a very slow game by any means. But Lowry has a 23% usage rate so far this season, and the Raptors actually have an implied team total of 113.5 right now. They're favored by 7.5 over this Brooklyn team. This game should stay relatively competitive as long as it doesn't, as long as they don't smoke the spread or anything like that. Everybody's going to get that full fourth quarter run, which I am really looking to capitalize on here with Kyle Lowry. Brooklyn actually has been getting crushed by opposing guards lately, most notably Devontae Graham twice in the past week. I actually really like the spot for Kyle Lowry, and if he's able to get about 15, 16 shots taken, I don't think he's going to have any issues supplying us with maybe 45-plus fantasy points on a matchup like this. So I'm definitely really looking to play Kyle Lowry as a kind of another balanced player in my lineup. I mean, they're definitely not cheap guys, but they're also not like some of these ridiculous 12K guys. So I think this is going to be a really solid way to differentiate yourself by playing some of these more balanced or I guess just midway price guys and kind of separate yourself from the field by doing so. It's nice whenever you get to call that a contrarian play. So those are my top 3 favorite plays today, guys, but I will be live streaming in just about an hour around 4:15 to 4:30 Eastern. and I will be streaming for about an hour, breaking down many more aspects of this 7-game NBA slate, because there is a lot more I want to go over with you guys rather than just my top 3 favorite plays. And I'll also be able to answer your questions, so make sure you come out to that if you have not previously. They're very fun, very interactive. I get to sit there and go back and forth with the chat, answer any questions you guys have. The link to that will be in the description below, as well as the link to my Twitter. Feel free to tweet me if you do have any questions, and if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, you're always welcome to leave them in the comment section below. And we're happy to get back to you guys if you do have any questions for us. But I will be seeing you guys again tomorrow for the Sunday NBA slate. So everybody, come on out to the stream later, and good luck to everybody playing tonight.